Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related. Consciousness is our canvas, and today we are going to be talking about how to become powerful. So welcome back to the channel, guys. And I thought I'd put my camera on charge, so that was a bit of a stupid move, weren't it? But what are we on now? We're on about 13%, so yeah, it might have to be a little bit of a shorter video, this one today. But yeah, how to become powerful. Well, basically, guys, guess what? We already are powerful, because our power is already within us. But how can we tap into that? Well, for starters, what are you doing when you get up in the morning? You know, the minute you wake up in the morning, are you tapping into that power? Are you claiming it? You know, are you just going straight across to your phone, picking it up, going on Facebook, social media, whatever that may be, and endlessly scrolling? You know, we pick up so many bad habits in life, don't we? You know, but what if I was to say to you, start off your day by you know, affirmations, positive affirmations, by saying what you are, who you are. You know, get up and say I am, and whatever you want to be. That could be anything. I am wealthy, thank you. Also giving gratitude, you know, love, unconditional love, because where we come from, the divine, that is all it is unconditional love. So yeah, gaining your power through affirmations. Also looking within, getting out into nature. You know, there's so many different ways in which we can do this. You know, that helps grounding, which is what I'm going to do now. I practice this a couple of times a day because it absolutely just, you know, it enables our body and the frequencies just to flow effortlessly. But yeah, we'll sit down and then we can do that. I can't believe that I didn't finger my camera though, but never mind. But yeah, so obviously grounding is one. How to claim our power. You know, the power already exists within us, guys. It's pretty self-explanatory when you think about it, because we go through life looking and searching, don't we? And everything is already within us. You know, it's just all about tapping into that inner knowing and claiming it and being the end product. You know, because once you become the end product, it's a bit like, you know, say if you was to just say to yourself, right, you know, how would you feel if someone like gave you your dream house now, or gave you, like, say, £1 million, whatever your desires are? How would you feel? Irrelevant of your external circumstances, you'd feel absolutely fantastic and amazing, wouldn't you? So why can't you get up every day and feel as though that already is? Because it already is. That's how the game works, guys. You know, once you tap into that inner knowing of what you already have and be it, instead of, like, you can't, listen, we can go out there searching and looking, because this world in which we see, or what we think it is, isn't what it actually is. It's a simulation, you know. So just get out there, say what you are, know what you are, and be what you are. And also have gratitude, you know, get up with that love, that gratitude. And once you start to vibrate on the highest of utmost frequencies, everything will just flow towards your life effortlessly. So, you know, it's just a couple of things there just to think about. But and also, like, going towards our higher purpose, higher selves. Like, we can do this through, like, fasting, you know. And I'll tell you another good way of taking back your power, which I'm going to delve into a little bit more, is semen retention. Because believe it or not, guys, the fluids in which we keep within our bodies, especially obviously for the males, men out there, when we it is our energy, it is our life force. Because why do you think so much pornography or stuff like that is getting pushed out, and it's so easily accessible and it's free for the young people out there, because when you release your seed, or you know, your semen, then you are releasing your power. Because did you know this, guys, right? Basically when you do, like, basically like the fluids within your body, they go up your spine and they give you your life force. So this is where, like, obviously if the longer you hold on to it, the stronger your life force becomes, and then you start to emit that energy, and then then you'll be able to like if you wanted to attract other women or anything, you know, obviously if you're giving away your seed, which is essentially your life force or your fluid, because what that fluid does, it goes up your spinal column, which gives you power. And obviously, like, if you, through meditation, through this fluid going up our spinal column, we can gain ascension, or we can go to other realms through meditation. And just, you know, I've done a little bit of looking into this, guys, and at the moment, obviously, I am actually practicing it. I am practicing semen retention, because I'll tell you something, it just makes you a whole total different person. It gives you, it changes everything. Because it's a bit like if you went on a date with a really like good looking, obviously I'm married, you know, blah blah blah, but I'm just talking to you guys out there that are either single or, you know, or in a relationship. If you was to go on a date and you seen like an absolutely, you know, really good looking, stunning young girl, but if you was practicing semen retention, then you kind of like give away their power in a way. Whereas to, like, obviously how we are designed as males, we get the allure of the opposite sex, but it's kind of like you'd start, if you're not giving away your seed or whatever, your power, you start to look at them and say, right, okay then, well, yeah, you're good looking, you're this, you're that, but what else have you got going on, if that makes sense? You know, you start to see past the mask and the image, and then obviously that starts to make you become more observant of them as a person, like their personality, their gifts, their strengths, the weaknesses. But obviously because you're looking at it from a point of a lower frequency, which is lust, then all you can see is the image, and then you get drawn into that. So yeah, just a few things for you to think about there, guys. But I'm going to leave the video short and sweet here because my battery's on 3%. But thank you so much for the love and support. Don't forget to follow me. All my socials are down below in the descriptions. But for me, Danny Detours, Paddy and Willow, have a fantastic day. Love you loads. Peace.